Hey guys, good morning. So we're gonna have coffee together and talk about some things connected to spirituality, and then I will be sharing channeled messages from Spirit for you guys. So before we get started, if you wanted to book your own personal private reading with me, all my information is linked in the description box below, and you can use coupon code Barbie for 25% off any 20-minute or up reading. That code will be good until the 31st of this month. And just to let you guys know, when you ask me my rates, all the prices are listed on the website. When you select which appointment you want, it tells you exactly how much it is before the discount. I do not know off of the top of my head because obviously a 15-minute reading versus a 30-minute reading versus an hour reading is going to cost something different. And I have enough to keep up with and remember all day long. Also, as I told you guys in a previous video, this week and next week, my schedule is going to be kind of funky just because my son has returned to the online distance learning, and originally his school was trying to make like a lot of the kids come back, especially in the class that he was in, but now they've suspended bringing back the 4th and 5th graders because they didn't have room at the school by the time that they realized how many of the younger grades were coming back and having to socially distance them, in the classrooms and everything. But for whatever reason, they've decided to change so much of the schedule. So the schedule we were used to is completely changed. So I'm trying to keep up with that and get used to it and see where in the day do I have time to sit down and record videos, because I have to play principal, teacher's assistant, and lunch lady and yard duty monitor, with having him at home during the day. And then also, I still have my private readings that I do for you guys, and that's how we pay the bills around here. So I'm just trying to kind of get everything situated so that I have time to record on a daily basis, or at least most days of the week, as well as, be able to be on station head and all of that. So Tuesdays and Saturdays, I am off. Saturday is the only day that I do not have my child with me. And so that's usually when I'm trying to go grocery shopping and run errands and things like that. And we also have station head in the afternoon at 3:30 or 3. I have to look again. Sorry, guys. With Carlene, that we're going to continue to do, for now, unless she or I need to change our schedule. So most likely you guys will just be getting, videos spread out throughout the week instead of like a big dump on a certain day. I was doing that because I was trying to catch up on the video readings that I offered as a special for the holidays and the new year, and so I was having to kind of upload everything so that way I would have room, on my phone and my iPad to record more videos for you guys. So expect, that things will be like maybe probably more 1 video a day coming up. And then I am going to be looking into, maybe adding another day during the week that we can do either YouTube Live or Station Head. I just have to figure out what day is best for that. The only issue that I've run into with YouTube Live is that it just takes forever to process and upload the live video, after we've done it. So hopefully that can get situated, or I can figure something else out. I'm going to try to go live from my laptop next time and see if maybe that makes a difference in how quickly things upload or don't. So with that said, I just wanted to talk really quickly about how I personally read before we jump into actually doing any of the readings, because there are a lot of new people here. I am a channeler of spirit and a medium first before anything else. So I am clairaudient, which means I hear my spirit guides, I hear the angels, I hear ancestors, I hear your guys' ancestors, I hear your spirit guides, and I connect obviously to spirit himself, God. I say spirit to be all-inclusive, since God goes by many different names for many different people, depending on your cultural and ethnic background and religious beliefs. So I, read cards very differently than a lot of people do. And so when people want to come on here and be like, Five of Cups means this, not what you said. Well, maybe in some book that you read, Five of Cups means that. But like I said, I read my cards intuitively. I know how to read it by the book. I don't, because that's a very limited way of connecting. Because if somebody is not a psychic, you're only going to get so much information out of the tarot cards, no matter how perfectly and by the book you read them. So I don't even really, I don't need cards. I really don't. I use them because you guys want visual pictures of what I'm talking about, because it is a tool that saves my energy as well from having to completely be so 100% only connected to spirit and spirits while I am reading. Because if I have, I'm trying to record 4 videos and then I also have 3 client appointments, I obviously got to have as much energy as I can keep so that I can keep going throughout my day. And that's why a lot of people who are psychic do use something like tarot cards or a pendulum or whatever to connect, because it saves our energy and it helps us connect quicker so that we can get things done faster. But once I'm in the energy of things, I don't need the cards at all. And so for people who want to come in here and try to correct me, go watch 10 different tarot readers and see that all 10 of us will say something completely different about what a certain card means to us. And that doesn't mean that that person's right or wrong, because experienced tarot readers also start giving their cards certain meanings as well. For some people, Ace of Cups is their marriage card. For others, Two of Cups is, because we gave that designation to that card and what it means to us. So because it's really funny when a lot of people want to come on here, especially like in the beginning with my Donald Trump videos, and tell me how wrong I was because they're a reader themselves, and I look at their page and I'm like, where's your channel? Where's your videos? And if anybody has watched those videos, wasn't I right about every single thing that has happened? And I don't remember if it was on here, if it was on somebody else's channel, if it was on Instagram. But I know I've said several times that Trump was going to turn on Pence, and that's exactly what's happened. And now he's ousting Giuliani as well. So, just stay tuned. Also, if you guys watched any of my Kanye videos or any videos that I've talked about Kanye, where is he right now? He's in Africa. And please go to my community tab. One of my subbies sent me a video of him. I don't know. I didn't even see that video anywhere. I was like, what the heck? Where did this go? Because I follow Kanye everywhere and I have my notifications on. But he had gone live, and I reposted on my community tab for you guys to see the way that he was speaking. I was like, he's listening to his mom and he's getting himself cleared up. It was amazing. And he basically just kept confirming all the things that I've said. I've had a lot of predictions come true this week, you guys. And a lot since I started this channel. I should do an updated video reading on myself, because all of the bad things I predicted in there happened already. No husband or baby though, you guys, not yet, so don't get excited. So anyways, but that being said about how I read, because I am channeling in the moment, after I'm done and I always close the energy out of that, I am out of that energy, I'm on to the next thing. So that's why I always tell you guys, if you have extra questions and stuff, tune into Station Head. The next 2 shows that we're doing Whitney Houston this week and Bobby Brown the next week, because there's a lot of stuff that you guys have questions about with them that I already just knew. We're not going to be able to talk about all of that on YouTube without having to really censor ourselves. So we will be reading on that on Saturday. This Saturday is Whitney, and next Saturday will be Bobby Brown. But after that, we will, or if we go on Tuesdays, that's when you guys can just ask me random follow-up questions, to videos that I've done, because I'll be totally tuned in and, in the moment reading and everything. But when I'm checking comments, you guys, I'm literally like in between readings or cooking dinner or doing something else that I'm not like in reader mode in that moment, to be able to just jump back in the energy to answer that. And the same thing goes for, please don't, and this isn't, a targeted attack against anybody, because it's happened a lot, but please don't DM me on social media asking me, oh, when is so-and-so gonna do this? Or, oh, can you answer a question about this or that? Like, that's just not what I'm on Instagram and Twitter for, you guys. And it's too hard. I've talked about this before, but if you don't know, I have arthritis in my hands, so typing is a struggle anyways right now, as I'm trying to figure out what works and doesn't work for pain relief and prevention of flare-ups and things like that. But especially typing on the phone and in apps and stuff, it's really hard. So just to keep that in mind, that's why I do not do email readings any longer, because there's too much typing that is required that makes it difficult to do all of that and get them all done in a timely manner, because I have to take so many breaks because my hands start cramping up. And then my schedule and my availability, you guys, is on my website. I don't know, like when people ask me, oh, when's your next reading? I don't know. My scheduling software links with my Google Calendar, and my phone tells me when I have my appointments. Like, I don't know off of the top of my head when I do or I don't. And, if you don't see an appointment and you were feeling like you're having an emergency, I'm sorry, then you're just gonna have to book the next available appointment, because your emergency is not my emergency, and it's not fair to my other clients to push them back or rush them off the phone because you suddenly feel like whatever's going on is an emergency with you, because they feel like their situation is important. So same thing when you guys are texting me or DMing me, just respect the fact that it's going to take me a minute to get back, because sometimes I was answering you in that 5 minutes before I had another call, and then I, had to finish that call, and then I have another one right afterwards, so it takes a couple hours to get back, because some people have gotten a little pushy with that. So that was just things that we needed to discuss real quickly. Okay, lighting my incense, because I had some burning earlier and it went out. Alrighty. So the first thing that Spirit just wanted to talk about was, sort of the world, what's going on right now, especially considering the United States and our political divide and the big events that we have coming up with the change of administrations and inauguration next week. Be very careful over the next few weeks, guys, because there is a lot going on energetically, in astrology wise, with the planetary situations, spiritually, with all of these ancestors coming back to assist in the spiritual war that really is going on, because we definitely are in the middle of a battle of good versus evil right now. And also because, obviously there's a lot of people who are not happy about the fact that we are going to have a different administration in office, and just like we saw them storm the Capitol, there's rumors or plans going around of them trying to storm other places on Inauguration Day, and one of those was supposed to be the Capitol in every state. So, I don't know if you guys saw, like, there was that awful attack on that black woman by a bunch of Trump supporters in LA that was captured. I definitely went and donated to her GoFundMe. If you guys needed the link to that, I will send it to you. So DM me on Instagram if you wanted to contribute as well. I will try to post it in the comments. I don't know if we're allowed to on here, so that's why I'm like, I just was gonna try to play it safe, and I'll repost it in my stories on Instagram. But there's gonna be a lot of that kind of stuff going on, you guys. So just really, really, really watch your back. Be careful. Also, I know it's convenient, but Spirit was also saying that, maybe we should be a little more careful about ordering things like DoorDash, because especially, if somebody feels like, oh, you had all these Biden flags in front of your house over the summer or whatever, where you were telling everybody to go vote for this or that person that was against the people that I support. You just want to kind of really be careful right now, guys, because, Nancy Pelosi calling these people domestic terrorists, I'm happy that she did that, because I was like, wouldn't we call anybody else who threatened our democracy and stormed a Capitol building and try to take people hostage the same things? So, but along with that comes other terroristic acts. So let's just really be mindful when we're out and about of who's around, the places that we're going, just over the next month or so, until things can kind of calm down and people kind of get situated and settled. Also, I do find it a bit ironic that, some of the people who are going to be so mad about this change of administration are going to benefit so much from the things that this administration is going to do, because Spirit keeps talking about there being sort of like an adoption of the way that Canada does things, where everybody's been getting, national health care covered, and they've been getting monthly, like, I don't know what they're calling it, stimulus checks or whatever the term is over there, but we got one, and then we got like a bullshit second one, like the promise to us. Because did you guys get your second stimulus check? I know a lot of people said that they haven't yet. Some people got it the same day, so it's kind of weird. I didn't get any, but I'm not tripping off of it either. I've been blessed enough to be able to be okay and still give back to others during this time. So, and that was in the middle of me completely drastically cutting all my prices too. But, I'm not myself worried about it, but I know that it is going to make a huge difference for a lot of people. And Spirit is saying that we're going to be looking at, if Biden is able to get things approved, getting those kind of monthly checks. We may not be getting a whole $2,000 every month, but it definitely will be as much as he can get them to agree upon, because that's the thing that we also have to keep in mind. When people want to say a lot of stuff about Obama didn't do this, Obama didn't do that, Obama was going up against a Mitch McConnell run Republican, House and everything. So it's like a lot of stuff that they did try to get approved and get passed was constantly being blocked and challenged, and they would have to adapt things to finally get it passed in a way that everybody could agree on, but it wasn't always the way that it was originally thought out or planned. So I keep getting Biden presenting wanting to do something like the $2,000 and getting some backlash from the Republicans in regards to that. But they will settle on something that's probably around like between $1,400 to $1,600. I don't know that we're going to get it for the entire year, but I can see 6 to 8 months. And this is the thing, though, that Spirit is saying. The Republicans who are going to be, well, this is the thing, okay? A lot of Republicans, as we've seen, even people like Mitch McConnell, have really been like backing the hell up away from Trump, right? And so because they're worried about how his behavior and his antics, because trust me, he's going to be saying a whole lot of shit as soon as he's out of there, is going to affect the Republican Party as a whole, they're going to be much more conciliatory about giving back to the American people right now in a way to distance themselves from Trump. Because they are going to, the more trouble he gets himself into and the more he starts lashing out and saying things, because it is coming, they're going to be like, oh no, he's the Grinch. He's the one who wouldn't give you guys anything. He's just so awful and he tricked all of us and we're going to make up for it, you guys. So yes, we're approving the stimulus package because the Republican Party does care about people and he's a liar. So there will be some ease in getting certain things to work out. Maybe not always originally as the way that the Biden administration wants them to be initiated, but they will be more likely to compromise, at least for this first year, possibly two, depending on how crazy shit will get with Trump. Because keep in mind, Trump, once he really gets out of there and he starts opening his mouth, because right now he's doing what he's told because he is afraid of them making him leave early and Pence taking over, because at this point he would have walked out if it hadn't have been that he felt like Pence somehow failed him. And so to him, that's his worst thing, like, that piece of shit gets to run the country and people are gonna say he did a better job in 3 days than I did my whole 4 years, like, hell no. So we're gonna be getting, him getting out of there and then turning on every single person that he feels turned on him and exposing even more shit, talking more shit. We're gonna get the most epic rants that are, so Trump mixed with Kanye that we have never seen before. So whether that means that he's gonna hijack Ivanka's YouTube and go live so he can tell us all this shit or what, who knows. But I just keep getting everybody being like, holy, did you hear what Trump was saying last night on, the internet? Did you guys see that? Oh my God, now he's back and he's telling us all this stuff about Ted Cruz, Because keep in mind, this man has nothing to lose at this point. He really doesn't. He's going to walk out of there already knowing that there's no chance in hell for him. They're going to impeach him. He knows that he's got a whole entire disaster waiting as far as legal and civil issues back at home for him, which is why he was so determined to hang on for another 4 years, because he was trying to head off having to deal with the state of New York coming after him, all the lawsuits. Now we see the Dutch bank is trying to lobby to repossess Mar-a-Lago and Trump Tower because they've cut him off and he owes them $300 million. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's so embarrassing on one hand, but on the other hand, you're just watching this man be stripped of everything and all of the illusions and the lies and the deceits being exposed. You weren't as rich as you were always pretending to be. Look at all these businesses are saying that you're a hazard and they don't want to do business with you. Even your staunchest supporters have now had to open their eyes and say you do things that are not okay, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy. So it is entertaining in that sense. But I mean, on the other hand, like I said, it's embarrassing as crap as an American. And I've been talking to you guys all week, and you guys all are from different countries, and all of you are like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. We don't get it either. We're just like, why is this our life? But Trump was fulfilling his spiritual purpose, which was to expose all of the things that needed to be changed, dealt with, torn apart, and rebuilt. And that's not gonna stop. And he was also bringing on his own karma as well. It was time for it to come collect. So the last thing that Spirit wants everybody to just be aware of going forwards you know, over this next month, 2 months. We are now officially in this pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. A lot of truths, a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of dirt is going to come up. So, you know, people who've been out here lying their asses off or exaggerating things, we're going to see them be exposed. We're going to see things that maybe, you know, we always had this thought in the back of our head, like, is that person really on my side or not? And then somebody comes and tells you that actually, no, they weren't, because this whole entire time while you were doing everything to help them out of genuine love and appreciation, they were secretly talking crap about you behind your back the entire time. And it's going to be a lot of stuff like that. So the next, I would say basically from here on out until the, you know, we're getting out of Aquarius season, it's going to be a whole lot that's going to come out. So buckle up and enjoy the ride and have your teacups ready. So anyways, guys, this video is getting kind of long, so I got to cut it off so that way I can make sure it'll upload in a decent amount of time. I will be back with celebrity readings, so don't worry. This was just, you know, spirit guided messages and explaining some things that we needed to cover. So I love you all so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We are going to be doing another giveaway at 2,000 subs. So bye, guys.